Hello, hello, hello. I know Instagram is going to let people know that I'm live right now, but I just got through trying to go live using my normal means, which is StreamYard. And with StreamYard, it lets me stream on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And it can also do Instagram. But it just didn't want to cooperate. So you know what? We gonna do our own thing. So I'm just gonna be here on Instagram. And I'll just post the replay on YouTube and Facebook. And there you go. Okay? So it is day 3 of my celebration of my new book coming out. It is starting over at 40, my sacred journey of self discovery, empowerment, and self love. That is my book, and I am so excited about it. It is currently available for pre order on Kindle. So if you're a Kindle person, go on over and pre-order your copy, and it'll be loaded onto your Kindle on the 13th of December. So good stuff. Yeah. All right. So we've been pulling cards every night. So why would tonight be any different? Of course I'm going to pull a card. Of course. But I'm going to give them a little shuffle duffle first. And then I'm going to show you the deck for those who have not been coming to my daily lives. Now tomorrow night I might not go live. I'm thinking I might go live on Thursday, but it'll be like Thursday afternoon, maybe in the morning, because it's a holiday for some of us. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to pull a card, and it's going to be from Secrets of the Ancestors by Abiola Abrams. How are y'all doing this today? Okay. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just that I'm not supposed to go live today or what, but let me see if I can do something. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to the Wi-Fi in this house, but it is starting to really piss me off. So nevertheless, we gonna press on. So let's go ahead and get us a card pulled from Secrets of the Ancestors. So let's just point our intention towards the cards of what do the ancestors want us to know. I have to say, over the years, I have gotten so much better at shuffling. Because when I first started, I sucked. Oh God, it was hard for me to shuffle. I was so bad at it. And I didn't have a lot of confidence either. So that didn't help. But once I started coming into my own, started relaxing, started allowing, things got better, including my shuffling. So here we go. All right, what card do we have? Of course, we have Mother of the Water, emotional self-care. Of course. Of course. Emotional self-care. I love that that comes up because that is one of the things that I talk about a lot. And let me just say, throughout the book, the whole damn thing is pretty much giving you little jewels to help you with self-care. Okay? It's going beyond talking about bubble baths and mani-pedis and everything else. Those are great. Don't get it twisted. But that's not the totality of self-care. Self-care sometimes just means you need to put up better boundaries, right? So the whole premise of this book is me talking about it's pretty much a journey of self, because that was the original part of the original title of Journey of Self. But I needed you all to understand that when I say self, it's the different ways of working on self. So self help, self discovery, working on my self-esteem, my self-love, self-care, self-awareness. Okay, so that is really what the journey is about, that I'm talking about. And you'll see that in the different sections, they start with the word self. So I talk about these different aspects, but all of them, as I go back and I reread and doing like the final kind of like peruse through the book, and I was like, this overall is just, it's layered in self-love and self-care. And it was really that of me learning how to properly care for myself, how to love myself a little bit more than what I was doing. So let's look at this, and I want to go to the book, because Abiola always got just jewels that she just be dropping. All right, so Mother of Water. First things first, and I love it, because we could say this and be done. Take care of you. You are forgetting yourself. Listen to your inner voice. Trust the intuitive guidance coming your way. Your powers have never steered you wrong. You have only neglected to trust them. All of the work, the soul work you have done so far is paying off. Take better care of your heart. Believe who people show themselves to be. Believe your third eye shows you. I'm going to stop right there. The beautiful ancestor Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, believe them. We have this tendency, a lot of us that are empathic, a lot of us that are recovering people pleasers, a lot of us that are highly sensitive. We have this tendency to not understand that people are always showing you who they are. Even when they're wearing a mask, the real them slips out. And we've got to get better at trusting that inner wise person, that inner wise woman, inner wise man. Trusting that. And boy, do I talk about that in the book. That I did not trust mine. What I trusted were my emotions, and I made a very emotional decision that just really was not good. So, let's continue. This ancestor rules all things when it comes to our emotions. She also has healer priestess energy, but you don't want this to be wounded healer energy. Be sure to love up on yourself so that your cup is full enough to give to others. Ancestral memory. The Mother of Water finds us here as Yemeya, Yoruba Orisha of motherly love and the ocean. Originally a river goddess, she crossed the seas with her children to spread divine love, mercy, and compassion. She is a guardian, the source of water and life. Ancestral medicine. For many of our ancestors, embodying love was a liability. Being vulnerable left them open to being hurt in perilous situations. When you choose the power of openness and vulnerability, you heal them. You do not need to make choices from fear and lack in the same way they did. And then the declaration says, I am filled with the power of love. Oh, I love that. I am filled with the power of love. So again, the reason why I love that this emotional self-care came up, because that's really what this book, I dive into a lot and talk about a lot of things as far as self-care is concerned, and things that I had to learn as far as my own personal relationship with myself. So I wanted to talk tonight about humble beginnings and how being a coach, being a healer was not on my radar at all. It wasn't on my bingo card. At least I didn't see it there. I think it was there, but I was overlooking it. I didn't understand what that spot on my bingo card was saying. I really did not. I was determined to be a real estate agent, to be a successful real estate agent. And when that didn't work out, I really went through this moment of, I don't want to say hating myself, but almost, hating myself. Because I could not figure out why this was happening and why I could not get to where I was trying to go. And that and many other things that showed me that I have to work on me just a little bit more. So what I started doing was, and I actually started doing this while I was selling real estate. I did okay as a real estate agent, but I didn't do as well as I wanted to do as a real estate agent. So, and then there were the people in my life that would come up to me and be like, "Oh, I just bought a house." And I'm like, and you know I'm a real estate agent, and you still went and bought the house from somebody else. Interesting. And yet you want me to be happy for you. I am, because it's a big deal, but I feel low-key betrayed that you went and bought a house from somebody else, that you didn't trust me enough or our relationship enough. Maybe you felt like you were sparing me because you knew you would be a bitch. I don't know. But I find it very hurtful. I found it very hurtful when I've had a few people do that to me. "Oh, I bought a house." Okay. All right. I was just, okay. And it hurt. So I was not as successful at it as I really envisioned myself to be. But the more I think about it now, it's like I don't have the personality to really be an aggressive real estate agent, because to a degree, to be a successful real estate agent, especially in the market that I live in, which is Metro Atlanta, you got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive. Being nice is not going to cut it. You have to be not ruthless, but you got to be aggressive with it. And I just am not aggressive enough for that kind of life. Even though I loved it. I loved selling houses. I loved helping people realize their dreams, and becoming first-time homeowners. Or maybe they were a homeowner before and, they started renting again, but then they were like, okay, I'm ready to go back to home ownership. And so I would help them get back into home ownership. I enjoyed that. I also loved, and this is the part that was telling for me, I loved the fact that about 85% of my clients were women. Yep. They were women, and they were black women and other women of color. I don't think I had a single white client. And that wasn't because that's who I was avoiding. It's just that that's how it was lining up. And I say that it was funny and ironic because look at my coaching business. That's who I mainly help now, are Black women and women of color. Now, it's not to say that I don't help white women. I've put it out there that, and I've had some white women come to like some of my teachings when I do like continuing education for Reiki, which, by the way, I think at the first of the year, I'm going to do one for sure at the first of the year. And it's going to be just for the masters. It's just going to be for the masters. That's it. But anyway, when I think about that, I start laughing because I'm like, wow, I was already on the path to work with women because that's who those were my clients. That was it. I think, let's see, how many men? Because they were mostly single women. And then I had a married couple that I helped. So, we can count him, count the husband as one of the men that I've helped. But, yeah, they were women. So when hindsight is 2020. So now when I think about it, I was already on this path. And another part of that is there was a lot of coaching involved in selling real estate. So, talking them off a ledge, calming them down, helping them prepare for the closing, getting them ready, talking them through the processes, coaching them on, how to not be texting me all night long. That's why my coaching clients, y'all don't get my phone number. No. I love y'all, but that's a boundary for sure. But anyway, that's something that I for sure think about, is how I was already on this path. I didn't know it. I didn't recognize it. I didn't understand it. And I think about it a lot of how interesting that is, how things come together. So anyway, when thinking about the book, that's some of the things that I talk about and think about, is how I was on this journey and I didn't even realize it. I didn't even recognize it. So it started like way before I thought it started. I know for sure when I started going through my spiritual awakening, I knew that something was changing in my life. I just didn't get what. And I didn't even really, to be honest, I didn't even really realize that it was a spiritual awakening. I didn't even realize that's what it was. I just knew that I was getting frustrated with going to church, hearing the same, sermon day in, day out, not really getting anything from it, questioning so much and not being able to get answers for my questions, and then being told that, I shouldn't question, and that got on my nerves. And so I really just give thanks, because it's been a wild ride, it hasn't all been like unicorns and rainbows, but I'm grateful in the midst of everything. I can say I am truly, truly grateful. I am truly, truly grateful that the experiences that I've had even before the spiritual awakening happened, And now that I'm sitting and I'm thinking it as I'm talking to you, I'm like, hell, when did it really start? Because I had been questioning things for a while, like a long while. I think my questioning began the first time I read the Bible all the way through cover to cover. My questions started and did not stop. And nobody can answer my questions without giving me some Holy Ghost headquarters answer. So, but that's going to be a lot that's going to be in the next book. So this book is a 2-book series. So you got the first part that's talking about self as like self-care, self-love, self-discovery, and all of those things. The second one is going to be about the spiritual part of it. So it's some spiritual stuff in the book. Don't worry about that. But yeah, we're going to go deeper. We're going to go deeper. So, okay. So aside from all these stupid technological problems, I'm very happy to be here. I'm happy for those that have already pre-ordered the book. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm humbled. I cannot wait for y'all to read this book. Oh my God, I can't wait. And I just like when I get the reviews, and hopefully I just like I pray and I like fingers crossed, like please let them like the book. Please let them like it, so I can get on here and be like, you like me. You really, really like me. Because, oh my goodness. I said this before. That's a scary thing. I've published courses. I have gotten on video and put myself out there. But it's something about this book. It's something about putting this out that scared the bejesus out of me. Just like hardcore, like scary. It's still scary just thinking about it. But I am ready. I am excited. I am grateful. And I love you all so much. So again, to those who have already done your pre-order, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. And for those who have not done the pre-order, go on and get the pre-order. Go ahead. Go to the link in my bio. It's the very first link on my link tree. So you can't miss it. You can't be like, I don't see it. It's right there. There's a little picture in the little window and everything. It's right there. So you can't say you don't see it. It's right there. All right? So that's all I got. Thank you all so much. Thank you for the love. Thank you for all the congratulations. Thank you for the acknowledgement. Thank you for the reposts. Oh my gosh. Y'all that have reposted and shared. Thank you. And those that haven't, get on it. Share. Share with your peeps. Let this book blow up. All right? All right. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.